Now we're gonna get to your quarterback, man, because a lot of the Bronco fans, including yourself, have had a problem with him as of late. And Bo Nix, he's thrown for 2,126 yards, 18 TDs, 8 interceptions on 61 completion. Right. He's been showing little glitz and glamour from time to time, but very inconsistent. Um, he hasn't been the quarterback that a lot of not just Broncos fans, NFL fans in general like to talk about, that he can be the franchise guy for this franchise, right? He shows it
Right.
at times, and then a lot of times he does not show it. Me personally, I think that it's more on Sean Payton not letting him get loose. And I know you heard me say that on one of my podcasts and on the clip or whatever. But the reason I bring that up is because I want to know on what you think about that, and obviously what you think about Bo Nix himself in your Denver Broncos.
I don't think a play caller of Sean Payton's greatness would just hold back his offense until the fourth quarter unless his quarterback wasn't trusted. I don't think he trusts Bo Nix to make the proper reads. I think when you watch Bo Nix, he doesn't make the proper reads. He's inaccurate. You'll probably hear this from anyone that has ever talked about Bo Nix. His footwork is sloppy. His feet are always pitter pattering. They're always on the move. He's never set, and it leads to a lot of bad throws. He missed a lot of open receivers. There have been some drops by the Broncos. Do not get me wrong, but there have been a lot of times where receivers are wide open. Go back and watch the Chargers game from Week 3. There'll be so many guys open, and he'll overthrow them. And
Mhm.
almost it's almost comical because I wasn't sold on Bo Nix last year, and everyone's like, "Oh, are you seeing this? He's the reason you guys are going to the playoffs. He's the reason your team's going." No, he wasn't. No, he was. His best game last
Defense,
year, the
defense, dog,
defense was the
defense.
reason we went. The reason Bo Nix got any hype at all is because he threw for 4 touchdowns against the Falcons, which was their defense was trash last year. And then he threw, I think, another 4 touchdowns against the Chiefs in week 18 when they rested every single starter because they had already clinched their playoff spot. I don't get hype off him hooping this year against your Cowboys, who we can all acknowledge have a trash defense. I don't get hype from Bo Nix hooping against the Cincinnati Bengals, who we can all acknowledge has a trash defense. I don't get hype about Bo Nix coming back in the fourth quarter against the Giants when he was the reason the Broncos were down to the Giants to begin with. Nothing speaks to why I should be hype about Bo Nix because every time I've seen him play a playoff team or at least a decent defense, I can't find Bo Nix. We watched the game against that defense isn't even great. That defense is below average, and he still was trash. You go back and look at the Eagles game. The Broncos were down 17-3. They had no business being down 17-3. The Broncos played a really good game. The defense did start out slow against Philly in that offense, but they got it together. What got the Broncos back into that game was the defense shut down Philly. I think the Eagles had like 15 yards in the fourth quarter going into their final drive. The
Hmm.
defense stepped up. The Giants game, the defense got a turnover that started the comeback. The defense and the run game have gotten the Broncos to this point. And when you look at Bo Nix, bro, he's along for the ride, and that's okay. I need more fans to be honest with their team's quarterback. Just because your team is winning does not mean your quarterback is good. That's not what that means. It doesn't mean your guy is elite, Philly fans. It doesn't mean your quarterback is good, Broncos fans. At least Jalen Hurts is good. He's good. He's not elite. With the Broncos, we might get held back from a Super Bowl because of Bo Nix. That's how little I believe in Bo Nix. I don't think Sean Payton believes in him. I think Sean Payton believes in him, but I don't think Sean Payton trusts him just yet to do the things that are necessary. because Sean Payton has gone on several diatribes speaking about how good Bo Nix can and will be, and I still refuse to believe him because every time I watch a game, I'm literally sitting in my head because I don't talk much from the game. I'm sitting in my head, frustrated. My dad tells me, "It's all right, son. He's our future." My uncle Kerry tells me, "That's our future." All of Broncos country on Twitter, "Oh, we got Bo Nix's back. Oh, how can he not?" There was a graphic during the Texans game comparing his stats to John Elway. I refuse. I refuse to believe Bo Nix is John Elway. I don't care. Somebody today, George, somebody today on Twitter said, "Hey, Josh Allen didn't start off that good. His mechanics was sloppy too." Even at Bo Nix's best day, he will never be Josh Allen. Josh Allen is
Facts.
6'5", 240, probably the second best running quarterback in the league behind Lamar Jackson. He's got his right arm is a shotgun from Call of Duty. And you want me to believe that Bo Nix is gonna be that? Never. I'm nothing on Bo Nix. I'm sorry. Just more teams need to be honest about their quarterback, bro. You can win games and he can still not be elite. I'm sorry. God,
You
I'm
know,
done.
you know what it is that you're going through right now? You're going through the Miami Dolphin flu because the Miami Dolphins and their fans thought that Tua was that
Yep.
guy. That
Yep.
Tua was that guy.
They
And
sure
for
did.
a year that he started or two, it looked like he had the glimpses, right? But then sometimes it didn't. Who's that remind you of? Bo Nix.
Yep.
After a few years, it started downtrending.
Yep.
Obviously, the concussions don't help, the injuries don't help,
Of
but
course.
now we're where we at, and Tua is showing that he can be a playmaker. He goes off of one or two reads, and then that's it. His brain shuts the fuck off, and be he can't be that quarterback that you need that's going to go out there and make the decisions himself, like a Tom Brady, like a Peyton Manning, like a Eli Manning, like any great quarterback that has been inducted in the Hall of Fame can do. Tua will never be that. And from what we're seeing of Bo Nix right now, it looks like he can never be that, right?
Right.
But with that being said, do you think he's going to improve under Sean Payton or any other coach? Because you know how it is with NFL. They're ready to get coaches out like you're changing an outfit for a Saturday night. Get them out of here. You know what I'm saying? Or do you think that it's going to continue the same trend that we've been seeing with Tua, that we've been seeing with other quarterbacks that look like they're going to be great and they do not be great?
Another trend with Tua. Remember when Tua was hooping to win? Like they were like, "Oh, he might win MVP." Well,
Yeah,
Tua was playing really good against bad defenses, and every time they saw a good defense, he was trash too. So
trash. Yep.
this is very. You're right. This is very similar to Tua. I think if Bo Nix doesn't work with Sean Payton, it's not going to work with anybody. A lot of the
Anybody.
differences between a Geno Smith or a Sam Darnold, Baker Mayfield, guys like that. Well, no, not Baker because Kevin Stefanski's a good coach, but
Yeah.
Geno and Sam Darnold, those guys had trash coordinators and trash teams. Bo Nix has one of the greatest play callers of our generation. If it doesn't, all the hype you see a Kyle Shanahan get or a Sean McVay get, these young wonder kids, that was Sean Payton in 2006 when he got hired by the Saints.
Yep.
If it doesn't work with Sean Payton, it's not Sean Payton's fault. I refuse to believe that. I do think he's calling conservative games, but I think it's because of Bo Nix. The offensive line is great. The weapons are decent. They're good enough. They're
Okay.
good enough.
No, they
And
are. They are.
the run game it's been really good. I don't know where the Broncos rank in rushing offense, but I know it's been a pretty good rush offense throughout the season. So I just feel like if it doesn't work here, it won't work anywhere. And I root for Bo Nix. He's on my team, so don't get it messed up. I root for Bo. I just don't think he's the guy that's going to lead this team that I believe to be Super Bowl caliber over the hill.
Yeah, I mean, of course you're gonna root, for Bo because he's your quarterback. You got to show him love, man. It was like just the same thing with me and Dak. a few years ago I was giving him a lot of crap, and then you helped me realize that he can be one of the greats, and he's been showing that for the last few years, and he proved me wrong, right? So maybe that could happen with you and
I
with Bo
wish I
Nix and
had
the
Dak.
Broncos.
If we had Dak, we're 10-0 right now. I promise you.
Yeah, but you guys are top. You guys are number 6 with rushing yards in the NFL right now, and when it comes to TDs, you guys are like 11th, 10th, but tied. So like I would say 7th because you're tied for like 7th. So the rushing offense is good. It's
Yeah.
clearly good. It's the passing offense which you guys need working, right? So with everything being said, with Bo Nix, do you want to move on from him already? Like when I say already, like the end of this season, or do you want to wait a couple years, see if he improves, and try to draft someone on later on? Because in this next draft, I don't really think there's a lot of good quarterbacks.
Yeah.
But you're more of a college football analyst than I am, so you could correct me if I'm wrong. But I would say maybe in another couple years there'll probably be one. But what do you want to do with Bo Nix? Do you want to hold on to him right now, or do you want to let him go already?
I think you have to give him the proper time. I can't sit here and be a Caleb Williams fan and say, "Oh yeah, give him time," and then go out and hate on the dude that's in his same
Mhm.
class,
Yeah.
same draft class, and say, "Oh no, it's over." I have to give him time. I have to understand he's in his second year. I don't think he should get the same level of time because Bo Nix turns 26 in March.
Hmm.
Caleb Williams is, I believe, 22, 23. Drake May is 22, 23. Like those guys came in younger.
Yeah.
And so they had a lot less experience in the college ranks. Bo Nix had a lot of time in college. And to be with Sean Payton, when you had Caleb Williams coming to the league and his coaches were committing malpractice on a weekly basis, you had Drake May coming to the league. That team had no talent on it last season. Even Jane Daniels got Cliff Kingsbury coming out of college. So that's a heck of an offensive coordinator to get. He led
Facts.
his team to the NFC Championship game with less, well, similar talent to what Denver had, but not the same defense. The
Not even
Broncos,
close.
not even close. The Broncos have a Super Bowl defense, a Super Bowl coach, and a Super Bowl offensive line.
Hmm.
So all Bo Nix has to do is not rock the boat. Honestly, he should play the Jalen Hurts method. All
Facts.
Jalen Hurts do is he throws a go ball, he throws a deep post. Outside of that, he's checked down Charlie. The problem with that is Bo Nix can't hit the deep balls that Jalen Hurts hits. Bo Nix will turn the ball over like Jalen Hurts won't. So, I mean, the team is there to make the run. The team is ready. Is the quarterback good enough to get them over the hump? I have serious doubts. I have serious concerns. If you don't believe me, to the people that think I'm just rambling, go ahead and get you an NFL Pro account, hit Denver Broncos and the teams, and go hit Bo Nix's name and go watch the tape. It's there.
It's there. It's there.